Let's make some delicious smoked jalapeno and cheese brisket sausage. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna cut up a bunch of jalapenos. I don't know how many yet. I'm gonna tell you when I'm done. I'm gonna roughly chop these like about that. I'm putting on my Ninja food processor here. And that's probably about all I'm gonna do. And he might say, hey, that's not fine enough, and go again. I don't know. We'll see what he does when he gets home.
Going to attempt to make my own seasoning for beef sausage. It's about a half cup of salt. It's about a third cup of black pepper. Again, I normally never measure anything, but I want to see how this comes out. It's about a quarter cup of garlic powder. A quarter cup rubbed sage. This is 10 grams. That's probably about 3 grams. That's probably about an eighth of a cup of cayenne pepper. Mix it all up. So I've always bought salsa seasonings from somebody else and used theirs. Well, we're gonna try our own, see how it comes out.
It's gonna be great.
Terry's cheering from a distance. I like it. Got a little kick to it. I'm gonna leave the Thomas Asheries alone. This is my first of 2 briskets. I'm gonna start cutting up into pieces that will fit into my grinder.
It's a pretty bad meat grinder.
Well, it's a pretty good meat grinder.
That's what I meant.
I know, but the way you said it, it kind of like,
Well, I didn't want to say.
you gotta say, oh, it's a pretty badass meat grinder.
Well, I didn't want to say that. But
Or it's a bad meat grinder. Trust me, they agree with me. I'm gonna start putting some seasoning on it. Try and mix it all in. I may have to wind up making some more seasoning to add to it, which is the reason why I wanted to write it all down. Gotta get some bourbon and Sprite Zero. Now let's grind some meat. All right, so I've cut up and seasoned more meat. Now I'm gonna keep on grinding. It's our 4th and final bowl of chopped up brisket. So we got about 37 pounds of meat total. We also got 30 jalapeno peppers, cheese, some onions. It's also going in there, so I'm hoping we'll get close to about 40 pounds or more. Now that can be taken apart and cleaned.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. Come your way. Oh, should have some blood there. I guess I just pour this directly into the meat. We're gonna dump the jalapeno into the meat too.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some more seasonings. I think I really gonna need it.
I'm chopping onions. You want to watch Bobby make seasonings?
Something I learned today. You know that salt. That's where the word sausage comes from. It means salted. I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Until today.
much are you chopping?
Twice. 2 rounds. That way they're small enough to go in it, but you still hopefully see them, right?
Gotcha. We got 2 large yellow onions and 1 large white onion.
I don't like all this measuring shit. I'm used to just doing it by taste. I didn't add any thyme to it, and I did read that thyme does go good in sausage.
Sausage takes time. Was that cheesy?
Yeah. I'm used to it.
You want this dumped in a vacuum cleaner? Or not yet?
Yeah, you're not going there. I'm fixing to put everything in there, the cheese.
How long it's all gonna fit?
I don't know where it's all going to fit in icebox.
We'll figure it out.
Add 2 good rounded scoops of the seasoning to it.
I don't think it's that bad, Danny.
I really don't know. Women don't want to listen. She knows I'm right.
I've got a scale right there if you want to know what
I thought I was wrong once. I was mistaken.
But he's scared to go to the scale.
Hey, it'd be 5 pounds. Let's say it's 5 pounds.
Yeah, that's a 5-pound bag.
Yeah, 5 pound bags. See? What I told you.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to fit in this entire bag.
No, probably not.
That's going to be hard.
It's gonna be really hard to mix up.
That's what I'm saying.
I was right.
Well, for some reason, we can't do anything small. So I had to get a bigger container. This is my crawfish washer. But I'm fixing to mix all this up. When you look at it now, because everything's all just kind of on the bottom of it. But if I get it all mixed, I'll let you see it again because you won't see it.
Okay, we're gonna taste this before we smoke it because it's raw. You have to.
We're gonna fry hamburger patty.
Yeah, we're gonna make a hamburger patty.
I want to be in it too. Hey y'all.
Say what you want.
Really? You sure about that?
Okay. I mean.
I got something for you.
Oh God. Okay. There you
So
go.
what are things you can say to your dog, but not your wife? Did you do that? Did you do that? Why do you rub your nose in it? Why do you rub your nose in it? Come. Come.
You are the worst. You're the worst. Since we're doing this on our own with no manufactured seasonings or anything like that, we're doing it ourselves. We want to make sure it tastes good before we give it to friends. So that's why we're doing a taste test. Hey, and bonus, dinner. Yay. Now, this is not going to stay together as a patty very well just because there's no binder other than the cheese maybe. We just want to see what it tastes like without it being raw. Oh, just a little bit longer. Not much longer. Alright, let's look at it now. Let's pick it off. We're going to give it a taste. Ew, hot.
That skillet does that for some reason. I got my opinion. I want to hear yours. I think it's pretty damn good. I make a badass burger.
Hey.
I think it's freaking good.
I told you didn't need no other company. You can do this.
First time I ever measured anything.
I think it's good. Anyway, we're gonna put these in some kind of container that will fit in the fridge. And tomorrow I will stuff the casings He's gonna come home from work tomorrow and smoke these. Okay, so this sausage was in the refrigerator overnight. Bobby wants me to add some more seasonings to it. He thinks it needs it. I think it's great, but he thinks it needs it. It's heavy. So I'm gonna add, this is 1/4 of a cup. Look back to see how Bobby made this delicious seasoning. Another 1/4 cup of black pepper. Who doesn't want black pepper? I know I do. And the cayenne, I need to split it half and half. So that's how much is in there. It's a little less than 1/8 of a cup. So about 1/16 of a cup. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Don't use that Creole seasoning. This is 1/2 of a cup. It's all going in there. I hope I don't make it too spicy and he gets mad at me. Mix it together, which is hard to do when it's cold, but I'm gonna do it. Basically, make sure you just don't see a big patch of seasoning. Keep mixing until you don't. Okay. A bowl of ice water, a pair of scissors, my casings, which I've already prepared. I will link somewhere in the description of how to do that in case you don't know. I'm gonna fill the stuffer. All right, we're stuffing this stuffer. And we're pushing the meat down to get as much air out as possible. All the casings and everything are very cold. I keep them cold. Periodically, I will add ice to it to make sure they stay cold. They are raw hog intestines, you know, they need to stay cold. And this meat is still icy cold. All right, let's see if I can get it over there. It's heavy. Ooh. Yeah, put that on there. And start squishing this down. We want all the air out of this horn. We don't want it in the casings or we could have a blowout and that would be bad. Clean, wet hands. We're gonna get our horn wet. I'll make sure our tray that we're using or whatever you're using to put it on. Let's get a casing. Okay, now that our meat, everything is right there on the end, we're gonna tie a knot. Make sure it's a good knot. Oh, it's in. Okay. Cut off the tail. Now let's make a link. I fast forward through some of this because I have so many videos on how to do this. I will make sure to link my playlist on that. It's about good right there. Pull that off, tie a good knot. Cut off that tail. Don't worry if it's not too solid. I'm going to show you something here in a minute. And we pinched. Now we're going to twist. Here we go. Because I didn't have these links ready the day before where they could be in the refrigerator, and those twisties would seal in the refrigerator. You can cut before you smoke. We're doing it this way. It works. It's fine. It takes a little bit more space on the pit, but it works just great. So we got, that's gonna go over here. And that's going on the pit just like it is because all those twisties, once it's cooked, can be cut. This batch is done. That's the first batch of the jalapeno and cheese brisket. sausage that Bobby's gonna smoke.
Smoking. For my belly.
Came out pretty darn tasty. Yes. Delicious.